Hey students, welcome back. This is Rinku. You're watching me on my channel Learn with Rinku Ma'am. In my previous video, I had explained the most important topic of English language, and that was parts of speech. So by now, I'm quite sure that you are well aware of what are nouns. Let me remind you, nouns are names. Name of a person, name of a place, name of a thing, name of a feeling, name of a quality, anything, almost anything. If it is a name, it definitely has to be a noun, right? This is what I explained you in my previous video, and I told you I'll come up with another video in which I'll explain nouns in detail. So here I am. Our today's lesson is all about nouns. Nouns are further classified into two types, countable nouns and uncountable nouns. From the name itself, we can understand that countable are those nouns that can be counted and uncountable are those nouns that cannot be counted. So basically, there are three types of nouns that can be counted, and they are proper noun, common noun and collective noun. And there are two types of nouns that cannot be counted, and they are abstract noun and material noun. Nouns are of five types: proper noun, common noun, collective noun, abstract noun and material noun. The first three, as they can be counted, they are also referred as countable nouns, and the other two which cannot be counted, so that is why they are also denoted as uncountable nouns. Simple. So now we are going to look into all these nouns so that you can understand how to use them properly in a sentence, so that you can be confident that your grammar will always be correct. First one is proper noun. A proper noun is the name of a particular person, place or thing. Like your name is a proper noun, London is a proper noun, United Nations is a proper noun. For proper noun, you need to remember a very important rule, that is, a proper noun will always start with a capital letter. Like you can see in these examples, Lewis, Maria, Thailand, James Bond, Superman, Einstein, etc. All these names are written with a capital letter. Let's check some examples. The first one, Shilpa cooks yummy oats and banana pancakes. Here, as Shilpa is name of a particular person, so it is proper noun. Second, Myra went to France to visit Eiffel Tower. Here again, Myra, France and Eiffel Tower are particular names, so they are proper nouns. The next one, Karina enjoyed a day at a farm. Here again, Karina is name of a particular person, so it is a proper noun. Next is common noun. A common noun is a name given in common to each or every person or thing of the same class or kind. Common nouns are names in general. Common here means shared by all. Common nouns are the words which name the place, people or things, etc. But they are not the actual name of the place, people or thing. For example, if I say boy, so it is a common noun, and if I say boy's name is Taimur, which is a proper noun as it specifies the name. Okay, so let's see some examples. The first one, it is an old library. Now here the name of the library is not mentioned, so library is a common noun. If I say St. Paul Library, so it will be a proper noun because it specifies the name of the library. In the second sentence, the boy was going to school. Here again, the name of the boy is not mentioned, so boy is a common noun. Kareena Kapoor enjoys a shopping day with Taimur in the city. Now in this sentence, Kareena Kapoor is a proper noun, Taimur is also a proper noun, and city, it can be any city. The name of the city is not mentioned, so city here is a common noun. So I hope by now you have understood the difference between proper and common nouns. Common nouns are non-specific. They refer to a broad class of people, places or things, and they are not capitalized. And proper nouns are specific names of a brand, people or places, and so they begin with capital letter. Now next on the list is collective noun. A collective noun denotes an assembly or group of persons or things. It's simple. A collective noun is the names of a number of persons or things taken together. For example, family, crowd, bunch, etc. As I told you, collective noun is the name of a group of persons or things taken together. So every group has a different name. There are lots of collective nouns. These are just few listed. On the left side, you can see the list of group of animals. Like the group of cattle is known as herd of cattle. The group of birds is known as a flock of birds. The group of lions is known as pride of lions. The group of fish is called school of fish. The group of dogs is called pack of dogs. In the same way, on the right side, we can see the group of different things. They are mentioned as bunch of grapes, bouquet of flowers, forest of trees, deck of cards, collection of stamps. And below we can see the groups of different types of people. Like if there is a group of people, we call it crowd of people. If there is a group of dancers, we call it troop of dancers. If there is a group of students, we call it class of students. If there is a group of players, we call it team of players. If there is a group of soldiers, we call it army of soldiers. And finally, if there is a group of singers, we call it choir of singers. Now let's check how a collective noun is used in a sentence. The first one, two rabbits are being chased by a pack of wolves. Second, I brought a bunch of grapes for the picnic. Next, Dad is going to buy Mom a new string of pearls. Next one, the band of musicians play at the concert. So in all these sentences, the words written in red ink are collective nouns. Pack of wolves, bunch of grapes, string of pearls, and band of musicians. Okay, so this is how a collective noun is used in a sentence. The next on the list is abstract nouns. The names of qualities, state and action are called abstract nouns. For example, quality here includes honesty, bravery, wisdom, kindness, beauty, etc. Action includes judgment, laughter, etc. And state includes sleep, slavery, youth, childhood, etc. Now let's check few sentences with abstract noun. First one, cleanliness is next to godliness. In this sentence, cleanliness and godliness both are qualities, so they are abstract nouns. In the second sentence, always speak the truth, or the third one, never tell a lie. In both these sentences, truth and lie are the state of ideas that can either be true or not. So, truth and lie are abstract nouns. In the next one, I often think of the happy days of childhood. Here, childhood is the state of an age, so it is abstract noun. The last one, laughter is the best medicine. Here, laughter is the action, so it is abstract noun. Now the last and the easiest of all is material nouns. The names of materials are called material nouns. For example, gold, silver, steel, brass, copper, etc. Let's check some examples with material nouns. The first one, lead is the heaviest metal, and the second, gold is the precious metal. In both these sentences, lead and gold are the names of a particular material, so they are material nouns. So it's very simple. And this was all about nouns. I hope you understood very well. So be absolutely sure to like my video, subscribe my channel and share with your friends and relatives. And don't forget to hit the bell icon next to it, so that you are the first one to know whenever I upload my new video. Note it down. New video will be uploaded every single Tuesday of the week. Stay tuned. Thank you. Yours only, Rinku ma'am, signing off.